is March 11th.
I'm Emmett Hogarth Walsh.
I'm Caden McElko.
And this is KYOT. All this water on the table is making me reflect on my past in band. I was a saxophonist.
I heard Mr. Stevens is leaving the school this year.
The band director?
Yeah.
This is an outrage!
Let's take it over to Will and Aiden.
You ready up?
Being the most successful Monarch program to date, the band has marched its way to multiple state finishes and successful shows. Drum major Finn Lasker was heavily influential in this year's show.
I think we're just very close as a band, and all the sections all have like their own little communities, and we get to do like a lot of stuff together, which it brings us close.
The band could not have achieved this without the expertise and experience of Charles Stephen, who's worked at Monarch for 10 years.
It's not that I'm leaving my students, it's that there's no good time for this to happen.
Stephen's recent decision to retire from Monarch has spread worry throughout the band.
He is a really good role model, and he knows how to get things done, and I think that other people, they understand that, but I think that when you're at the leadership level and you take leadership class with them, you kind of understand it more.
With the band already working on next year's show, there's a glaring issue that they still face.
It's anytime you have a director change, there's always the concern of enrollment. As far as like, well, it's not Mr. Steven, therefore I'm not going to do band anymore. Or students coming up from 8th grade to 9th grade. Well, they're changing directors. I don't want to be there when they change directors. Or I don't want a new director my senior year, right? So sometimes you worry about if the numbers are going to be affected by what's happening.
With uncertainty in the band's future, Stephen hopes the ensemble of musicians continues to play their best and thrive in the years to come. For KYOT, this is Aiden Setsky and Will Holland.
Now that Mr. Stevens is leaving the school, Lockheed Martin is filling in his place.
Let's take it over to Evan and Ace.
Functions and variables are usually considered weapons of combat.
Is it possible to divide?
But in teacher John Seelar's AP Computer Science course, students battle in an unorthodox competition.
March 1st this year, we'll go down and we'll actually compete in a competitive coding competition.
Select students from Monarch's computer science program are taking part in coding competition hosted by security and aerospace company Lockheed Martin.
Think of competitive coding, it's like, well, how do you actually compete and code at the same time?
While not as physical as other competitions, competitive coding requires a whole different skill set. Junior Victor Gustafson knows what skills he needs to succeed.
But not getting too irritated when you can't solve a problem. I think that's the best skill to have.
The competition involves a series of coding puzzles that require strategy and teamwork to solve as quickly and as accurately as possible.
Problems are they're not really programming problems, they're more like critical thinking, like problem solving problems.
The reward for it all? An esteemed Lockheed Martin internship can provide an opportunity that will blast your professional and collegiate career to new heights.
It would be incredibly cool. I think you'd learn a lot from a job in coding.
For KYOT, this is Evan Schmidt and Ace Erickson.
It's pretty cool what they're doing, but I'm just not a very cerebral guy. I really just need some more testosterone in my life.
You're right, Emmett. Let's take it over to Kai with T-Rock.
Yo, Kai, what are you doing? Dude,
let's go. Let's go. Right. It's coaching time. Let's go.
Let's go.
What's up, guys? Kai with Sportsball. We're here with T-Rock, the legend. All right, since you got like Unk status or whatever now, Big Justice or the Rizzler?
You know, I think gotta go with the honest answer of the Rizzler. I really don't think anyone could surpass him. He's just him.
No, I'd have to agree with you on that one. That's great.
Yeah.
So you have any tips? You've been watching the episodes, right?
No.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't.
I could run it back though.
Yeah. I mean, we can look at some, and then what is it? You can give me some tips on what's going on.
I'll coach you up for sure.
Generic questions. Better questions. Better questions.
I feel like they were pretty
Think
good
of it.
questions.
Think of it beforehand. Those questions everyone knows.
Was that T-Rock?
I wish I were just as masculine and tall and muscular as T-Rock is, you know? He's standing at a 5'4". Oh.
That's it for this week, Monarch.
Yotes only live once! God!